How to pronounce the Spanish letters C, Z, Q, and K, F, Theta, Q, and K. So in the Spanish language, in the alphabet, these four letters, they help each other, and they help each other depending on the vowel that comes after them. So on the left-hand side, you got the four letters. I will say the names of these letters on the alphabet: C, Theta, Q, K. The pronunciation bit of it, I have added some tips to help you link in your brain some words that you can think of in the English language and that you can pronounce those words in the same way, the Spanish words in the same way. You can generate the same sound that you use to pronounce your English words. For example, the letter C in Spanish, C, has two sounds, and it has two sounds depending on the vowel that comes after. So if the letter C in Spanish is followed by the vowels A, O, U, the sound that you need to generate is like the English K in words like kayak, koala, or kudos. So as such, we have casa, costa, cuenta. So the C in Spanish, when it's followed by the vowels A, O, U, sounds like a K. Casa, costa, cuenta. On the other hand, if the letter C, the same letter, is followed by the vowels E or I, the sound is very different. So the sound is like your English TH before the letters E or I, like for example, in therapy or thick. So you need to put your tongue between your teeth, the, to make sure that you generate the sound that you need to pronounce words like centro, cine. The next letter down, we've got theta. So the word theta works with the vowels A, O, and U. So notice that these are the same letters that we need to pronounce using the sound T and H, which the letter C above it cannot do. So we would use the theta in Spanish to help the previous letter to pronounce other words in the Spanish vocabulary, in the Spanish alphabet. So the letter Z in Spanish sounds like the English TH before the vowels A, O, and U, like for example, the word thanks, or thought, or thunder. And as such, we've got zapato, zona, and zumo. Remember to pronounce and practice this pronunciation, because in a few lessons down the line, we're going to be seeing the pronunciation of other letters that if we don't practice and learn how to pronounce these letters properly now, they may become confusing, and therefore the confusion comes across in the speaking when you speak to somebody in Spanish. The next letter down is the Spanish Q, which is Q. This letter in the Spanish language is always, 100% of the times, is always going to be followed by U. And that is because of the pronunciation itself. And it can only be followed again with the vowels E and I. So you will only find these letters with these two pairs followed by these two pairs, UE or UI. And the way we pronounce it is like your English K, for example, in words like kiwi or kept. And in these cases, the letter U, we do need to write it down when we are doing written exercises, but in speaking, the letter U is silent. For example, we've got queso and quien. So we do not use We do not say queso or quien. Those words do not exist, so the U is always silent. And these are the two groups of letters, QUE and QUI, where the U is going to be silent and the sound is going to be like your English K in kept or kiwi. Queso, quien. The next letter down is your Spanish K. So the name of this letter is K. And we rarely use this letter in Spanish, in Castilian Spanish. And normally we do have this letter in the alphabet because it helps us with other words that we import and that we borrow from another foreign language. For example, the English or the German. We do borrow some of those words because we do not have a word of our own. So we have this letter in the Spanish language to help us pronounce these foreign words. Like, for example, karaoke or kebab, kilo, koala, kung fu. So many of these words are foreign. They come from the English or they are Germanic, and we do therefore need the letter K to help us pronounce those words.